So the bottom line is that Trump won. Ted Cruz fought a great fight, and we were happy to see that. But now we got to deal with reality. And I just need you to take a second now and just reset. Now, I'm telling you, this is unprecedented what's going on here. And you and I, the Tea Party, were a big part of this. And I'm going to explain why that is. But here's what you got to understand. Everyone you've ever listened to, whether it's Mark Levin, Glenn Beck, whether it's Karl Rove, whether it's Fox News, and we're going to talk about how Fox News ratings have tanked, by the way, later in the show. I don't care who you listen to. I don't care which political site you go to. Stop. Forget about it. They don't know what they're dealing with here. They don't know what they're talking about. This is what would be like you hiring a philosopher to fix your furnace. Okay? You need your furnace fixed. You need to hire an HVAC guy, not a philosopher. Because what's going on here isn't ideological. This is the single most important thing you've got to really come to grips with Donald Trump. You've got to quit looking through the same political lens you're used to using. And you've got to understand we're not in Kansas anymore, Dorothy. We're in a whole new reality. And you know what? This reality is great for us. And I'm going to tell you why. Because unlike all the politicians we've elected throughout our lifetimes, Donald Trump is not an ideologue. He's a businessman. He's a capitalist. In a lot of ways, he's what our founders expected our political servants to be. He's a citizen representative. Now you're saying, how can that be? Donald Trump, citizen representative? But just follow me for a second. What does that mean? Okay? I've been in business for 31 years. My wife, Nan, and I have owned our business for 31 years. When I got up this morning, okay, I had to look at our business, and I had a list of things that we're having problems with that needed to be fixed, okay? And we had ideas for things we want to do for our customers. Because if we don't please our customers, we're not in business. And so while I may plan ahead to, a product we're going to roll out this fall, I'm making decisions today that are practical and pragmatic decisions. That's Donald Trump. Today, I didn't get up and make the decisions about what I'm doing with our Notify Now service or our pre-K-12 school service based on some ideology, some conservative theory. I made decisions based on what the problem is now and how to fix it. And that's what Donald Trump is. And that's what he's going to do. He's a guy that, understands as a businessman. And think about it, folks. Business is conservative. Capitalism is conservative at its core. So you can say that Donald Trump doesn't spew the ideological BS we've all been hearing, okay? But the fact of the matter is, his very life has to be conservative because he's in business. So you can't throw money at problems. You can't pay people who don't do the job, right? You have to have efficiency. You invest in things that work or you lose your money. You please the customer. That's what Donald Trump's about. And guess what? We're finally the customer of our government, not the moneyed special interests, because he didn't depend on them to get elected. Okay? And so now he can look at us and say, I want people to love me. So what do they want? Well, folks, they want jobs. They want jobs. These people who are coming out in droves from all different areas, not just Republicans, not just conservatives, but Democrats and independents are coming out for their own selfish interest. And Donald Trump understands that. And he's going to play to that because that's what he gets off on. His customers loving him, okay? And we're the customers. I understand that we don't like Donald Trump, right? I mean, listen, when he came out about the stuff in the National Enquirer about Rafael Cruz, I want to punch him in the face. It's unnecessary. He didn't need to do that. But folks, how many people do you know that are CEOs of businesses who are jerks, but you still buy their product because of your own selfish interest, because the product serves your needs? When was the last time the Republicans we elected served our needs? How about never? Okay? How about never? And how about the Democrats? Okay, so the folks, you need to stop thinking about Donald Trump's ideology. He doesn't have any. He's practical. He's common sense. He's pragmatic. Adam Smith in the book Wealth of Nations. Okay, this is a seminal book that explained why capitalism is the best system that was ever developed by man. In the Wealth of Nations, he talks about the fact that the butcher and the baker don't do what they do for you. They do it for themselves. But in a capitalist system, the only way they can benefit is if you benefit. That's my message to you about Donald Trump. The only way he's going to benefit, the way he wants his ego stroked and he wants to feel like the big man on campus, is if you're loving him, okay? And that's good for us. Now, I want to draw a comparison with you. I want to talk about Hillary Clinton, okay? Because we know what Hillary Clinton's going to do. And I have this audio clip that I want to play for you. It's just 8 seconds long, but you need to listen to this because this tells you everything you need to know about Hillary Clinton. She said this when she was talking to the Black Lives Matter people who were trying to intimidate her into supporting their cause. Amy, could you play that clip now?
Look, I don't believe you change hearts. I believe you change laws, you change allocation of resources, you change the way systems operate.
Okay, now I'm going to play that again, but I want you to understand what she's saying. The Black Lives Matter people were telling Hillary Clinton that she needed to use her political influence to convince people on their cause. And listen what she says. She doesn't say she's going to convince you. Amy, can you play that again?
Look, I don't believe you change hearts. I believe you change laws, you change allocation of resources, you change the way systems operate.
Okay, folks, that's communism. That's the force of government. I don't believe you change hearts. She's not going to waste her time convincing you that this is good, that you should let men in the women's bathroom. They're going to change laws and make you do it whether you like it or not, okay? That's what they're going to do. They're going to make you decorate that cake that you don't want to decorate. They're going to make you rent your facilities for gay marriages, even if it's against your religion. They're going to make you, all right? They're going to make you buy health care when you don't want to. Now, that's Hillary Clinton. That's why we're against Hillary Clinton, because they're communists, and they're going to use the force of government against us. We don't know what Donald Trump is going to do, but we are going to have a say in what Donald Trump does. The head of the Ohio Trump campaign is Rob Scott, the former head of the Dayton Tea Party. Corey Lewandowski's from Ohio. He's not just going to do whatever he wants. We're going to have a say. You think we're going to have a say with Hillary Clinton? She doesn't care what you think. Now, Donald Trump does, okay? And we're going to talk more about that when we get back. But I want you to understand, stop looking through those same glasses. It's not like anything you've ever seen. He's a pragmatist. He's a common sense businessman, and that's good for us. We'll be back with more. You're listening to Tea Party Talk with Tom Z. All right, and we're back, and I'm glad you're with us, and I hope that you, could grasp what I was trying to explain to you in the first segment. Because, folks, this is what's exciting about Trump, that he is a businessman. Okay, he's going to look at every deal like a businessman, and he knows that he's spending our money, but he's going to have a conservative approach to it, a common sense approach to it. And that's what our founding fathers expected in our representatives. They didn't expect a bunch of people that would be elected who would have a conflict of interest, that they would be working for their party, not for our country, that they would be working for special interests that bought and paid for them. That's the problem we've got. So it's going to be interesting to see. And part of this is going to be, who does Trump choose for various positions? That's what's going to be critical to us. Because, folks, let's get serious here. Donald Trump doesn't do anything but talk, okay? He does two things. He talks and he hires people, right? They build the buildings. They're going to build the wall. Donald Trump's going to go out and talk about it and take credit for it, all right? So who he puts around him is critical. And we're going to be watching that very carefully, and hopefully he's going to be sending some signals to us that there's some good people that we appreciate around him. we're not going to get everything we want from Donald Trump. But we're going to get more from a Donald Trump than we're ever going to get from Hillary Clinton. And I'm telling you, more than we ever got from any Republican you ever elected. And that's why the Republican establishment is so afraid of him. Because he's going to be in their face, up their grill, calling them out and speaking truth to power like nobody ever has. And we're going to be loving it.